Hey, algebra students, congratulations on finishing your first chapter in algebra. Our second chapter we're going to start today. This whole entire chapter is going to talk about different types of numbers, and those are integers and rational numbers. So today we're going to start with integers. This is lesson 2.1. So right now we know that whole numbers start with 0 and go up. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth forever. Today we're going to introduce what integers are. Integers are whole numbers and their opposites included. So if we look at this number line, and you need to draw this, notice that our number line in the middle is 0. All of our whole numbers are 0, and all these positive numbers that we use to count. Well, sometimes we use negative numbers in counting because maybe you owe someone money and you're less that amount of money until you get it paid off. So in real life, we have to think about losing numbers or losing money or losing amounts. That's why we have negative numbers to deal with. So when negative numbers are put with positive numbers, all of these include integers. So whole numbers are just from 0 and up, but when their opposites are included, we get integers. So the opposite of positive 1 is negative 1. The opposite of positive 2 is negative 2, and so forth and so on. So the way we write those is, for instance, if I said the temperature is 3 degrees below 0, we need to go 3 below 0, and that would get us to -3. If I said Death Valley, California is 280 feet below sea level, that would be below 0 going in the left direction on the number line. That would be -280 feet. If I said Chick-fil-A made $2,500 profit on Monday, that would be above 0, so that's a positive number, 2,500. So we will start working with these and knowing how to write them. Another thing you need to know is how to compare these numbers on the number line. So I've got a number line here that has 0 in the middle, goes all the way to -10 on one side and +10 on the other. So if you need to pause this and draw it, be sure you do that. And you know from your previous math classes that this symbol right here is the less than sign, and this symbol here is the greater than sign. So when we start including negative numbers in that, you have to picture those numbers on the number line. 2 is less than 9. That's because 2 is further left on the number line than 9 is. -7 is less than 3 because -7 is further left on the number line than -3. -10 is less than -5 because -10 is further to the left on the number line than -5. 0 is less than 6. 0 is further left on the number line than 6 is. If we look at the greater than, it's the opposite. 6 is greater than -9 because 6 is further to the right of the number line than -9. 2 is greater than -1. 2 is further to the right on the number line than -1. -3 is greater than -7. -3 is further to the right on the number line than -7. 11 is greater than -2 because 11's not even on here, but you know it's right here. I could draw it in. It's further to the right on the number line than -2. So we will be using these to compare numbers, integers. The last thing we're going to talk about today is what absolute value is. Absolute value is the term that's given to a number and its distance from 0 on the number line. So I've shown this to you in terms of the number 6. So here's 0. I can move 6 places over and get a positive 6. I can move 6 places over to the left and get a negative 6. The absolute value of negative 6, and this is how we write that. We write the two vertical lines up and down and put negative 6 in the middle. This means absolute value. So I can draw an arrow over here to help you see that's how we write it. The absolute value of negative 6 is 6. That's because it's 6 places from 0 on the number line. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10 because it is 10 places from 0 on the number line. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3 because it is 3 places from 0 on the number line. The positives are easy. Actually, they're both easy. The absolute value of 6 is 6 because it's 6 places from 0 on the number line. The absolute value of 10 is 10. Same reason. It's 10 places from 0 on the number line. Absolute value of 3 is 3. It's 3 places from 0 on the number line. And the absolute value of 0 is 0 because it's no place from 0 on the number line. So in our lesson tomorrow, we will be seeing how well you can write integers using negatives and positives. We will compare them as well using greater than and less than, and we will also find their absolute value. Thank you very much, and I expect to see all of this in your WISC.